Alright, this is a pick a card reading for Manifest Your Best Self. Um, Now, I should be making those manifest candles so that you can, light a candle, focus on what you want. And it usually happens, especially with my candles. I don't do mojo bags as much anymore. I do, however, do candles, which is fun. But I haven't sold any on my stores yet, but usually what happens is you light a candle, you make sure that the room is somewhat dark. This is too light for a candle like a manifesting candle. And you have to say 3 times what you want, 6 times what your intent is with said item, and 9 times, let's see, the outcome of your intent of what you want. I think 9 times, and then stuff happens. But yeah. Usually my manifesto candles are good for about 4 different things. So they kind of run a little bit expensive because mixing everything together and making sure that they're secure for that purpose is a little bit tedious. So I might do that August or September. I have to get a lot of stuff from my coven and a few other people. I might have to make a run to the supermarket too to get one item, but yeah, it's pretty good manifesting candle. I manifested this channel to what it is today, so anything can happen. Yeah, 1,000 subscribers right now, so that's pretty great. But yeah. Anyway, so let's get into the reading. This might run a little bit over, so I will have a part 2 probably for group 3 if I'm not mistaken. So let's get into the reading, find out what your best self is like, and what's blocking you and things like that. So let's do that for group 1 and then group 2 and then group 3. How's about it? So alright, so we have your current state right now is the devil with the addiction and obsessions, a strong desire or addiction that drives to make things happen. Human pleasure, playfulness, the ability to take on a lot of outside influences and other materialistic attributes. So this could be drug addiction, could be sexual addiction, could be spending money, or money addiction, such as myself. I'm just kidding. I don't have a money addiction. I just like watching the stock market for hours on end. That's good coffee, man. So let's see, blocks. We have Chariot. And Chariot is career-based, stuff like that. So fame and achievements, fame and fortune direction, being a source of inspiration, being an authority, travel and movement, career control, willpower, and having drive. So you might be a little lazy, or there might be a career that you kind of don't like. It might not be your dream job. You're kind of like, I'm just having this to pay bills. Like, that's kind of what most jobs are for. But yeah, it's not something that you continuously want to do. So it's probably a block because of that reason. Or it's a block because you can't stay motivated. You might have other distractions going on in your personal life, or just mental disabilities that prevent you from focusing, which, it's not a bad thing. Some people need something else in order to stay focused. Okay? So, let's see, overcoming blocks. We have Knight of Wands in reverse. So work and business in reverse. Doing too much, anger, moving too fast, reckless, someone leaving a level of commitment level of commitment that wasn't what it could be, impulsiveness. So there's a bit of stuff that's kind of getting into your business career stuff. It could be that you had double shifts or you had to work because other people were calling out, stuff like that, or your career could be very stressful, aka YouTube and social media. It could be very stressful for some people. But yeah, it could be a lot. Like, you could be doing a lot, you could be achieving very little. Like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. So hopefully it clears up for you, but I feel like there's a lot of aspects to it that are not being given to me at the moment. So there's other outside influences and probably other people involved that are kind of lazy, and you have to keep motivated yourself to carry these people, which is total shit. You should be able to do it solo by yourself and not worry about what other people are doing, because other people are, they have their own motives and their own lives, and they want the easy route. They don't want to do the work. Okay? So, we have number 4 with new energy. So we have Lovers in reverse. Lovers in reverse is love and choices in reverse. So affairs, infidelity, loss of balance, attraction only physical, temptation, disharmony, one-sidedness, bad choices made, passions, and obsessions. So there's somebody that you might have, a crush on or something. But it's a new energy that you probably haven't kind of allowed to the surface, I want to say. So it could still be very fresh. Very fresh. Like, this person could just started working and in your particular industry or your company or whatever the hell, they're new blood, as they say. So step 1, I don't know what these steps are for, but we're gonna find out. I think it's for your best self, if I'm not mistaken. So we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is in reverse is health, so suicide, stalling, needing a sacrifice, prison sentence, ill health, uncertainty, overcoming, playing the waiting game, fear of sacrifice. Oh boy. So there's a person that you like, and then there's a person that kind of has a jealousy streak. I feel the jealousy streak right now. So, every time I feel like a jealousy streak, it's like probably the worst possible feeling you can have in your legs and arms ever. It kind of feels like somebody hit like a sledgehammer through your bones. It hurts a lot. But yeah, I'll clear the energy after this reading, I think. So I don't have bad times with my body and strength and stuff. Anyway, we have step 2. Step 2 is going to be the 6 of Swords in reverse. So, strife and logic, progress you do not welcome, emotional baggage, change you didn't ask for, and unresolved issues. Results you did not appreciate, resisting transition. So there's, like, you don't want to change. You didn't want to leave a situation that you already had. You didn't want to face the reality that other things were going to happen if you did one or the other, type of thing. So there's a bit of uncertainty here. So there's some stuff here. And I do have a channeled message for the end of this reading, which is kind of interesting and everything I thought this reading would be. But, yeah. Anyway, for your best self, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is uses brains for evil, is manipulative, cruel, thinks they are above other people, weakness, takes advantage of their power and manipulates. So you might be very manipulative, or you might be doing things in order to get what you want in the current time. So that might be a problem. Okay, so we have frees oneself from self-sabotaging behaviors, addictions, repeating mistakes, his own weakness, that's making choices. Self-empowerment is letting go of mental victimization, self-reliance. So there's somebody here who's constantly in a victim situation. It could be like somebody else is manipulating them, or they're trying to manipulate somebody else, a third party, but they're in a very manipulative type of relationship where it's very one-sided, makes them have self-sabotaging behaviors. They don't want to go for like meeting new people because they don't want other people kind of knowing what they're going through. It's a weird scenario. But yeah, the longer you allow somebody else to self-sabotage you or to victimize you, the longer it's going to take you to get out of your current mistakes and kind of not have your weaknesses be, you know, used for other people's need. Because I feel like somebody's taken your money and they're kind of, they know that you have an addiction, either to drugs, sex, or shopping. Like, I feel like this person actually does a lot of, like, weird shit. They might actually do some kind of taboo shit in order to get money. I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, your third party situation. Listen, if you were allowing this person to take advantage of you, you were going to try to take advantage of somebody else. And if you don't get out of that cycle, there's going to be some bad consequences that are going to happen to you. Because your self-conscious mind that gives you the conscience to say this is wrong or I shouldn't be doing this because I want to better myself in order to achieve something else, it's gonna, it's gonna be a bad outcome all around. Because if you're turned off to right and wrong, you're bound to do something that's entirely wrong in the faces of the law and the public. So that, you don't want to go down like that. Okay, so I would make sure that I'm 100% aware of what this person's doing to you and why you're trying to manipulate somebody else to get what you want or what they want, and just using you as the middleman. So just be very cautious, because what's happening to you, you're trying to do to somebody else. It's usually how the cycle works. I've seen it many a times. Anyway, Group 1, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. Make sure you don't have somebody else controlling you, because you don't want to fall into a trap of your own making. Don't be bringing third parties into your situation that you haven't contained yet. Being in somebody's shit usually kind of says a lot about you, and people will never see you the same again. And, it doesn't get... It doesn't get better after that. It gets very much worse, So be careful. Anyway, Group 1, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. Gives you kind of the thing. And life is a journey, but, like, if you're not 100% on your journey yourself, somebody else will damn near fucking try to manipulate you to keep you around to fulfill what they want in their journey. It's not good. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, and, be your best self. even if you have to fight for it, okay? Anyway, later. Alright, group 2. Alright, so we have current state. Your current state is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, financial and health in reverse is too slow to act, work without reward, is a wet blanket, having no fun, obsessive, once waits too long, works too hard, all work and no play. So you might kind of be like stuck on the what you're doing, maybe financially becoming secure, or being stuck at the 9 to 5 type of pace, you know. So we have the block. The block is going to be the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the love and family relationship. So let's see. So happy family, inner peace, inner happiness, love that goes the extra mile, fairy tale endings, fulfillment, achieving your desires, perfect relationships, marriage, a dream come true. So there's a point of this could be a block because it's kind of something that's unachievable at the moment, or there's something that's not coming together in order to make that possible. It could be a person, place, thing, it could be a job, it could be finances, but it seems to be like there's a bit of a, kind of a stalemate as far as that's concerned. So overcoming blocks, it could also be like you want a divorce too. Some people with the block, that's a 10 of Cups, wants a divorce because maybe the situation kind of became stale over time. It's the same old stuff. It's like spaghetti on Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, shit like that, weird routine stuff. Anyway, overcoming blocks, we have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is finance and health. So a return to education or study, hard work, persistence, planning for the future, diligence, an increase in skill or ability. So you are either going back to school or you're trying to get more money or actually go for a dream job that you've always wanted. Trying to get a difference of pace, a difference of opinion, get your degree maybe, I don't know. But you're trying to do something a little bit different that you haven't done before. Alright, so card number 4. New energy. So we have Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse is happiness and family in reverse. So blind to the truth, you overlook the negative in a situation. Negativity, depression, sadness, you're naive. You don't look for what could go wrong. So there's you're happily blissful in what you're doing. Usually when you're on that high energy, like you don't really see what could go wrong or what could happen or what's possible in that respect. So there's that type of thing too. Okay, so we have step 1. I still don't know what these steps are for. I think it's to become your better self. So let's find out. So we have the 9 of Wands, which is work and business. Having your suspicions justified, resilience, not being easily fooled, feeling prepared, grit, last stand, waiting until the time is right. So this is kind of doing some detective work. I know a lot of people kind of hire private investigators to follow certain people around. But I feel like it might be necessary in your case because there's somebody that's not telling you the truth about something that you know for a fact is kind of sending off some red flags. There's some stuff that's like, yeah, I don't think so. And like you can almost touch it and be like, that's fake. Like you're giving me reasons to doubt you. Like, you know, it's that type of thing. We have step 2, which is the Knight of Cups, if I'm not mistaken. So love, family, and relationships, a Prince Charming, romantic, true love, idealism, knight in shining armor, loving intentions, trustworthy partners, following your heart. So there's somebody else. You might want to get out of your day-to-day routine family life in order to go after somebody else that you might have more in common with, or that you've always felt fondness for. So might be a little bit of a breakup or a divorce type thing happening. So your best self is the Emperor. So this is an Aries type energy. The Emperor, the king of the house, the king of the deck, basically. So the Emperor is career advancement. Your rise to power, powerful people are interested in you, a stable future, ambition, achieving goals, authority, structure, control, and fatherhood. So you're having a lot of, a lot of flight of fancy probably with this, who you could be at the moment. But I feel if you put in the work, you will achieve this faster than you may think. I feel like you're on the right steps, but you just need to either take a chance, get a job that's a little bit, that you might need a little bit of training for. But I feel like you can achieve what you need to, okay? In order to get what you need out of life. You need to get that job, or you need to do something, or you need to kind of investigate what you want to get, I guess. Yeah. Very interesting reading. Anyway, group 2, hopefully this helped you out. I do have some channeled messages. We have protecting your family, your siblings, head of family. We have feeling underappreciated, working with animals, a science project, healing past trauma, a counselor, a responsible job or position, theater. So you might be working with animals, but you might be a little bit of a scientist. But you might also be a stay-at-home mom, which is also possible, because you deal with a lot of different things, whether you want to or not. And it's like, I just wanted to sit here, drink some Pinot Grigio, and not deal with this. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of things happening this week that you need to be on top of. And you might want to go back and get your degree and stuff, but you kind of need to watch the house, make sure that your family is safe, and accounted for. So it might be a lot of running around too. So just be prepared for that. Anyway, as everything, life is a journey, and there's a lot of things that come up in your journey. So just remember that. Whether you want them to or not, it builds character, it builds a new foundation for your family and how you perceive the world. I feel like it'll help you out in the long run, okay? So, group 2, hopefully this helps you out. Make sure your fam is safe. And I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later.